I welcome you all with love. I want to announce that we're going to have our second spiritual fasting retreat, online, obviously. We were very impressed with how well it went with our July online fasting retreat. And there was a lot of requests to do it again. So we're doing it again. We're going to do it October 19th through the 27th. Actually, the whole cycle. We're having a meditation intensive, and then that, and 0 Point, which is a special way of working with your mind to clear negative thought forms, which these days that's pretty important. So why is spiritual fasting important right now? I mean, let's think about that. Why? Well, we're having a little bit of a spiritual crisis in the world today, okay? That's why it's important. And it's time to rebirth. It's time to break out of the kind of mental lockdown that people have found themselves in. That's really important. So we want to think about spiritual fasting as a way of rebirthing yourselves. Think about that. Rebirthing yourselves, okay? And to rebuild and revitalize and detox. You know, when you're indoors all the time and you're not allowed to move around, you start to get a little toxic. This is a way to break through from that. And people really, really found that it worked for them. And actually, the truth is, they really enjoyed doing the fasting in their own home. So that was a new teaching, because obviously we always did it in retreat settings. So what goes on with spiritual fasting? Well, the most important thing is to reconnect with your spirit, reconnect with your soul. In our massed, contracted society, we start to lose touch with our soul. So one of the most important things we do, we are meditating twice a day with Shaktipat Meditation, is focus on reconnecting with the soul. Then we do have time for spiritual questions and obviously answers, but it's reconnecting with your soul. But there's more to it, okay? That's the most important thing. How do we reconnect? How do we start living alive again? Really important, okay? So in a sense, fasting does a lot of things. It reconnects us with our luminosity. It reconnects us with our vital force and builds the vital force. So what does that mean? Well, research has shown that fasting in general helps ameliorate the chronic degenerative diseases, including Alzheimer's, which is really in cognitive decline, and it's been helpful with cancer, and clearly, in my experience, with type 2 diabetes. So that's all in the literature, okay? That's all well documented. That's one level, okay? That's important. So people think about detox, getting healthier. But the way I'm teaching it is how to revitalize not only physically, but emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. So that's the complete detox on every level, okay? Physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Being redundant, because I really want you to get on every level, not just the physical, which is the traditional way of doing the fasting. There's a lot of things people don't really understand about the power of fasting, and I'm just going to mention one of them, okay, and that's it rebuilds the brain. It rebuilds the brain. And actually, they've shown that fasting increases the areas of the brain that are connected with memory, and decreases the areas that are connected with excess emotionality. That's heavy. The research has shown that it rebuilds brain cells. In other words, it activates the neural stem cells to start literally rebuilding your brain. That's really exciting, okay? And so we do see improved brain function, cognitive function. That's just, again, proven in the literature, okay? You can look it up. So, and literally increases brain size, decreases brain inflammation, which a lot of people are suffering from with all the toxicity that's going on. So you can see, wow, just starting with the brain alone, it's really really exciting to see people feel alive, come alive, and feel whole again. I'm going to leave you with that thought. Feeling whole again. So it creates the setting that allows us to rejuvenate our spirit, to reconnect with our soul, to begin feeling whole again on every level. So I invite you to join us at our next spiritual fasting retreat in October 19th through the 17th. Now, it's important to kind of do this a little bit in advance so you can have the right things shipped to your home, so you're fully prepared for the fasting and so forth. So where do you go for all that? Well, go to treeoflife.mn.co or go to drcousens.com, and it will refer you to where you can kind of sign up for the fasting retreat. We do have an early bird special. It's a really special opportunity. Given our setting, given our society, how do we break out of the lockdown mentality? Fasting expands our consciousness, expands our mind, expands really every element of our being, and returns us to that connection with the soul, which brings us that what I call non-causal happiness, non-causal peace, non-causal compassion, and non-causal oneness. Hope to see you on our next online fasting. And after that, if you're interested, special course for the mind, 0 point, and before that, special 2-day meditation intensive. But where focus is on fasting, it was so exciting to see the breakthroughs that people were making on online fasting. I didn't realize it was possible. So, see you there. Peace be with you.